something. I never had been into bars or into entertainment or anything at all in my life. I went to university, and after that I had to make a living of some sort, and I taught for a while, and that wasn't for me. And I was in Chicago. The agent says, I can get you a job right away. Many places, but one of the big places I played was in Indiana, and across the border. It's Calumet City is where it was. Known as the Sin City of the country, I guess. It was a very famous town because there's one bar after another, and it was all kind of dancers were dancing in all these different places. For a 21-year-old who was wild at the time and enjoyed every bit of it. Yeah. That's where I met Sally Rand, to be exact. We became good friends. Sally Rand is a fan dancer. She started dancing at the Chicago World's Fair, became very famous, and traveled all over the world doing a fan dance. And the strange thing about Miss Rand, is that she would not dance to an orchestra, and only play to the Hammond organ, only dance to the Hammond organ. She danced to Chopin's number, and did a beautiful job, really. It's excellent. It was very tasty. But you never saw anything because she kept the fans, one fan here, one fan in the back, one fan, so forth. And at the end, she put the fans behind her, there she was nude. And when it came to the part where da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, her fans would go then when it and she put the fans behind her, and it would show her off. You know, it'd be a backdrop. Beautifully done. This doll was given to me by a lady who makes these dolls. I don't know how she does it. I have no idea. Supposedly me. She even put little socks on it. She used to bring in a clown almost every week. And then one day she brought this in. And I have been transfixed ever since. Brought it in kind of a coffin. The kids thought it was a coffin anyway, and they thought the whole thing was creepy. But I like it. Look at me like that. Oh! 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 Liked that Cavassier. I think that was my favorite drink. I knew that some nights there might be a little more than I could take, but I always enjoyed it. People were enjoying it at the same time, so we were all about the same level. I was visiting a friend up in San Pedro at the time. We were doing some recording and practicing together. And on the way home, I had a few drinks, but nothing that I couldn't drive with, you know. And there was a filling station, and I said, "Fill it up, and I'll be right back." And I went to the restroom, And he looked at me very strange. You know, there's brickbats, there's boxes, there's trash in the street. I said, there's a broken glass. I said, oh my, things are on fire over there. You know? And I came home, and the next day I looked in the newspaper, Watts Riot. And I was right in the middle of Watts Riot and didn't know it at the time. Just like everyone else at that time was experimenting in this and that. So, and the drugs I had was given to me by a doctor here in the States and was sent to me in France and Germany. I met a Dutch pianist there who asked me, does drugs make you play better? I said, I don't know. I have no idea. He says, here, I have some, and we were walking by the Shaggy Pesh at that time, which is the jazz place, and one of the guys was standing out in front, and he looks at him and says, hey, do drugs make you play better? And the guy says, we'll find out. He just grabbed him, swallowed all the handful of drugs. I thought I was never going to stand up straight again.
Did you see his performance that night?
Yes, it's good. Yeah. I couldn't tell him that was good. I like France. I love Paris. Love Paris. The music was just great. Paris, where I met my wife, there was a very romantic feeling that was helpful. It's the strangest thing. We were in a club, and they're walking through the club, and I saw her, and I just dropped. I knew the moment I saw her that was it. And all these years I've been going with girls or with women, and none of them hit me like this. So I knew immediately. You know. Got married at the Glass Chapel in Portuguese Bend. The sun was setting at the time, sitting in the back, and the clouds are all beautifully colored, and then she came down the aisle. It was very hard to stand up there and not go after her. We've been married 41 years. We raised 4 children, and they're all happy and doing very well now.